shield. We see that shield gets given to someone else. We see breaking news as Sam sees on the screen that the shield has now been given to someone else. The world needs a new Captain America, and this new Captain America is a U.S. agent, and we have him in the mix. And I know a lot of people have been clowning the look of the character Wyatt Russell. There's been memes about him looking like the guy from Up, and so many different great, hilarious things out there. But Amanda, your take on, and also too, I do want to, I don't know if it was just me and my mind went to this, but when Sam looked at that, and his face reminded me so much as we kind of relate to, Anthony Mackie in 2021. Then we go to Papa Doc, Clarence getting served by, getting served by Eminem. That face there that he had took me back to that moment when he got served by Eminem. But the range is incredible there. But Amanda, tossing it to you. We got this new Captain America. The government has assigned a new Captain America, a new shield, a new face of America in U.S. Agent. What do you expect from this character? And what are your thoughts on this moment?
I already hate him. Literally, when he winked at the camera, I'm like, who are you? Who are you winking at the camera and a Captain America? Like, no, sir, you're not doing that. I got so heated. And like, the thing is, like, we saw this in the trailer, but then watching the actual scene, like, I got pissed. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it just executed so well.
Yeah.
But then, like, looking at Mackie's performance in the last half, like those moments there when he was just looking, and it's like there's so many things that could be running through his mind, and then seeing that there's a new face for Captain America after, like, he just gave the shield to the museum. It's like they already had this in mind.
Yeah.
And they were hoping that he would give it up. And it's just, I know that the entire series is going to be about him trying to get it back. And it's going to be a struggle of like what Captain America means as an icon, as a status, and then what the symbol of the shield means and how that applies to Sam Wilson. And it's going to be a play on like identity as Sam Wilson first, and then identity as Captain America. So I think that it's going to really flourish in a way that he's going to have such a big part in this series. And I'm just really excited for Anthony Mackie just to take on those moments, like those big moments. I think he's really going to shine, and I'm really excited for him.
I'm excited as well, and I think learning more about this U.S. agent and his backstory, which I believe we're going to probably get that in this show. But Chris, man, your take on, as people are mentioning, it's the chin for me. It's the it's the face, the lips, it's the whole thing. Your take on this new Captain America, and again, Sam even says it in his episode. There were 70 years that there was no Captain America, but now, you know, the world needs a new Captain America after this blip, and they choose who they want their Captain America to be, and it ain't Sam.
First of all, they would never even make him look that corny. They gave him the weakest suit like that. They're just trolling the whole country with this nonsense. Like, even Captain America stopped dressing like that, like at the end, like in fucking Avengers and all that. Second thing, I want to touch on Mike's point earlier. I said he would never give the shield to the government, to a museum. If you go to a museum, you go to see the fucking whatever, all these paintings, it's like, this was donated from the house of Chris Tait, da-da-da-da. They can't just fucking give my painting to the next fucking museum. That's my shit. Like, you can't do that. So we'll see how Sam handles it. Hopefully he got the receipt on that shit. But the dude looks like a cheese ball. Is obviously done to make all of us
intentionally. Yeah.
But that's still my man from 22 Jump Street. So I got
man, and Overlord. Wyatt Russell's a pretty awesome actor, man, and comes from Kurt Russell. I mean, come on, what's the legacy there? That's the homie, man. But Michael, man, we got this corny ass Captain America, which again, I think it's intentional, not only for us as an audience, like this dude is mad corny, but also he's putting a smile on. He's winking at the camera. He looks very safe. He looks like a traditional, good, clean cut guy. But again, I think this show is going to explore. I don't know if you guys saw that set photo that kind of, I don't know if you want to say leaked, but he's going to have some trauma to deal with himself. He's an ex-soldier. He has some PTSD that he's suffering with. And who knows if him and Bucky are going to have a scene together in regards to connection there. But your take on this new Captain America?
Yeah, Johnny Walker, like the alcohol. I part of, and granted, I know we're supposed to hate this guy, but I'm just like, come on, like they couldn't give him a better out, looking like got a Party City version of the
Captain
America.
When you order it from Wish.
Yeah, when you order it from Wish, and when it could like they couldn't give him like a helmet that fit, like it looks like it's like drooping.
It's loose.
Like, you gonna debut my man looking like this? Like, come on now, like he didn't look in the mirror, like. But yeah, I think that on Marvel's part that was intentional. But I'm talking about in the sense of the world. Yeah, like they couldn't give my man a better suit. But in terms of like him showing up, like, I hate it. Like, I feel like every Marvel fan that was watching that just was like collective, like WandaVision, they wanted us to grieve and cry with Wanda, but in this moment, they just wanted us to be pissed off.
Yes.
Goal accomplished.
And funny enough, it actually kind of like this ending kind of disappoints me on the trailer because we know he gets the shield back. We saw him training with it. So I'm like, I wish they kind of didn't show that if they're going to end it this way. Because kind of like you said, I thought the show was going to have, maybe him training with it and then maybe give it up or whatever. Right. He's going to lose it eventually. But now we know he quickly gave it up. And so we already know he's going to get the shield back. So it's like, I kind of want, granted, we don't know how, but kind of made me go, you kind of showed me a little too much with the trailer. But I'm also curious if they're going to go, because in the comics, he has powers. So which also kind of makes me wonder, because this is going back to my theory. I think that guy that attacked Joaquin is him, U.S. agent.
Interesting.
And maybe that could be what ties into maybe how Sam eventually gets the shield back when it's revealed to the world that he's part of this terrorist organization. Granted, I don't know how they're going to do it because I mean, U.S. agent in the comics isn't like a villain. Right. He has a little. He's like the conservative Captain America. He has a little. He has a little racist tendencies, but he's not like he's not a villain. But he does. But he's like a way stronger super. Like he's more powerful than Steve Rogers. Like he can lift 10 tons and all other stuff. He's just not like as capable like throwing the shield and things like that. But in terms of like hand-to-hand combat, he's like he's great. Yeah. Like even Steve admit that he can't beat him like straight, like easily on a one-on-one fight. So I'm wondering if they're going to go that route. With him, but I think he's that villain, that flag smasher person. So
that's an interesting thought, man. And it ties back to, again, Baron Zemo manipulation, taking in someone that the government has assigned and working as a double agent of sorts and, kind of very Hydra-ish. But again, that's a great point that you bring up. And how did he obtain these powers and all that good stuff? Again, the whole theme line and storyline of experimenting on. Again, if we do get this, I think yesterday Marvel officially revealed like him in his war outfit as before he becomes Captain America. So again, of course, if someone approached you, the government, and said, "Hey, do you want to be the next Captain America after serving the country? How about you do it on another level?" And he, agrees to do so, and who knows how that goes for him.
Which I'm like, they need to make Sam a super soldier at this point, because I'm like, granted, I know it's comics, but seeing him throwing the shield around, knowing he's just a regular guy, that thing is like 15 pounds. Like throwing that's not easy. So I'm like,
it's vibranium is one of the lightest metals in the world, right? So it would be kind of, I guess, like so light and kind of.
I guess that's motion. I'm thinking about if you get like the actual replica. Granted, it's not vibranium, but it's like 15. I'm like, throwing that is not
an easy job.
Yeah, it's not an easy. So I'm like, when you saw it in the trailer, he's flipping. I'm like, we know he's a regular guy. Like I don't believe you, bro. Like Bucky doing it, I get because Bucky's a super soldier, but I'm like, so you need to give him. You need to give him some of that super soldier for hopefully, again, Isaiah Bradley, he gets that. And also because there's rumors that Eli Bradley, his grandson, who's also Patriot from the Young Avengers, he's going to be in this show. So hopefully one of them injects him with some super soldier powers. So
I like where your head's at, man. Maybe that's something Sam tackles in this show. Do I want to get those extra enhancements? I can't take on the flag smash. I need some extra help. And him struggling with that, him being an actual man, the Batman of sorts, him going against these superpower people and him struggling with that. But that'll be something to be interesting to kind of dive into, which